name's Rachel Georgina and this is my first ever makeup tutorial. I hope that you all enjoy it. I wanted to do something that was quite a look that I like to do quite often. It's probably my go-to look that I would do on like a daily basis. Just like a super glittery, warm, kind of smirky eye with eyeliner and a red faded lip. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy it and hopefully you'll see me again soon. Yay! So I'm going to start with the Milk Cosmetic foundation, and this one is in the colour light. Oh no, just Porcelain. So in the colour Porcelain. This foundation is super full coverage, so I'm just going to use a little all over my skin. So I use about a pea size of this foundation, and it's super pale. So this foundation is, I'd probably say, more of a matte finish, but I've already done my skincare and I've used a lot of like moisturiser, so it's going to keep it nice and dewy, not too heavy on the skin. And I'm just using a Real Techniques sponge to pop that on. Again, going with the Milk Makeup Concealer, and again this one's in Porcelain. I'm just going to pop that underneath the eyes, a little bit around the nose, anywhere I've got any blemishes. And just blending that out with the sponge again. Perfect. I'm going to use a little bit on my eyelids as well. So this is just going to act as a little bit of a primer. And I'm just again blending that out. Perfect. I'm just going to set it in place with the Milk Powder, setting Blur Powder I think it's called. So loose powder. Comes with a little sponge, but I don't like that. So I'm just going to use a brush. And I'm just going to pop that all over the skin. So I just used a little bit of the powder just because I have quite dry skin and I don't want my skin to look too dry. So now I'm going to go onto brows. So I don't do too much with my eyebrows. So I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Brow Signature, I think it's called. I'm just going to brush through my brow, and I'm just going to take it on the side and fill out the ends of the brows. and then I'm going to take it to the front, and I'm going to take it on the thinner side, and I'm just going to go upwards just to fill in the front. Perfect. So I don't like to do too much for my brows because they're already quite full, so I don't want to make them too dramatic. And I have a lot of brow hairs, but they're quite thin, so I feel like if I put too much product on, they look dramatic quite quickly. Do the same on the other side. Just gonna brush through so it looks nice and natural still. Perfect. So now I'm going to use the Milk Cosmetics Brow Gel Fibre thing. And I'm just going to run this through my brows, so it's going to make them look a little bit thicker and neaten them a little bit. Yeah. Just makes them a little bit tidier. Perfect. So, like I said before, I don't like to do too much for my brows. I'm going to leave it there. Next, I'm going to go into my favourite part of makeup. So my favourite thing in makeup is eyeshadow. And usually my favourite kind of colours are more of your like burnt oranges, warm tones. So today I'm going to use the Milani, I think that's how you say it. And I'm going to use the Pure Passion palette. It's very mirrored, so I don't know if you're able to see that. Yeah. So, very dusty. So, it's just a nice palette with loads of warm colours. And what I really like about this palette in particular is the fact that it's got very like deep brown warm shades, which sometimes I think are quite hard to find in palettes. So I love this palette. I use this all the time. So first of all, I'm going to go in with this shade here. So this is going to be my transition shade. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take it from the outer corner of my crease and taking it inwards. Kind of doing like windscreen wiper motions. So just taking it back and forth throughout the crease and kind of focusing it on the outer edge of the eye. And now I'm just going to grab a brush with no product on and make sure that's nice and blended. Perfect. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Perfect. So now I'm going to take a different brush. So this is the Morphe M506 brush. So it's just a really small blending brush, and I love to use this underneath the eye. So I'm going to do the same on the bottom what I've done on the top. So starting it at the outer edge and just taking it in. So I find with these shadows that they are quite pigmented. I would say there's a little bit of fallout, but as long as you tap off your brush, it's all fine. Usually for me, fallout is not a big deal. So I'm just taking it back and forth and just deepen it on the top lid. So next I'm going to go with this middle shade right here. And I'm just going to again start at the outer corner and take it inwards. So I'm the type of person where if I'm doing my makeup, if I'm not using a particular palette for a look, I find that I'll use about like 2 or 3 different palettes, which can be quite annoying because sometimes a palette doesn't have everything you need for a basic eye look. But I find with this one I can do exactly what kind of looks I like without having to dip into multiple palettes. So I'm just deepening the colour. I'm not taking it as quite as blown out. So with eyeshadow, a good way that I like to think about it is if you always go, you want to start the darkest colours here and then it wants to go lighter, and that will create more of a like bigger eye shape. If you put darker colours closer to the inner corner, it's going to close your eyes up, as we want to try and open our eyes. So I'm not taking this as far. I'm just going to do the same on the other side. If you feel like it's not blending together, just go in with that first brush and go over the area. Perfect. So I'm going to go in with this darker shade here, just on the right. And again, slightly deepen the area. So you don't have to make it this dark. Again, it's like personal preference, but I like it to be a little bit more dark, a little bit more smirky. Brilliant. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit of a shimmer to the eye. So I'm going to take this shade right here. So it's just kind of like goldy champagne-y sort of colour. And I'm going to pop that everywhere where I've left a blank space. So towards the inner corner, I'm just going to take this on a flat brush. You can use your finger as well. The best way to apply more of these shimmery shades is to use your finger. I feel like it picks up these shades a lot nicer. Sometimes a brush will not pick up the glitter as like your finger always seems to do a good job of that. And I'm just taking that up to my lid and blending it out and stopping around this area. Perfect. So what that's going to do is going to give me a base for any glitter that I'm going to add later on. And I'm just going to pop that underneath the eyes as well. Again, stopping around the outer corner. So now I'm going to pop on some eyeliner. So I'm going to use the Kat Von D Dagger Tattoo Liner, and I love this liner because it's got a, I don't know if you can see that, so it's got a more tapered shape, and I find this perfect for drawing out my wing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the outer corner. I'm just going to take it straight out and take from the outer edge, pull it over. So now I'm going to grab a different liner and I'm going to go to get as close to the lash line as possible. Yes, so that's my eyeliner. It's not the best eyeliner I've ever done, but it will do. Do you ever find that when you do your eyeliner in a place that you're not used to, it never goes quite right? So now that I've done the eyeliner, sometimes I like to look at the eyeshadow I've done and kind of decide if I want to make it any darker. So I'm going to go back in with this palette and I'm going to take a little bit, just a tiny bit of this shade, a little bit. And this is always a good trick to do if you're not 100% happy with your eyeliner, so it just hides it a little bit more. I'm going to go in with that bigger brush. I think I'm happy with that. I'll just blend it out a little bit more. Perfect, kind of. So next I'm going to use the LimeCrime Diamond Draw. Basically I'm going to use this, and this one is in rose gold, and how I like to use these is to pop it on the back of my hand. So with it on the back of my hand, take it on a little flat brush and then popping it on the area that I want it. I find for me the appliques are quite big, so doing it this way I can be a little bit more accurate. And I love products like this because sometimes I think glitter can be a bit difficult to work with, especially for everyday, so something like this, it's just like quick and easy. So I'm just going to pop the glitter underneath as well, so it gives it that really nice like tearful look. So what I'm going to do with my mascara is I'm going to pop a little bit of the NYX translucent powder, and this is just going to stop any imprint underneath. So I'm going to leave the eyes for a moment. I'm going to pop some lashes on later on, but now I'm going to pop on some blush and finish the rest of my skin. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Love Hangover blush. I was going to use an orange blush, but I've changed my mind and decided that pink would work better. So I'm just going to pop this, and I'm going to focus this more on the tops of my cheeks. And with blush, sometimes it can look a little bit over dramatic, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of powder. So I'm popping a little bit of powder just over the blush so it just dyes it down just a little bit. So I'm going to use one of my favourite highlighters. It's the Urban Decay highlighter. I'm not sure of the name, but I'll pop it down. So this highlighter is good because basically it just comes off as glitter, so it doesn't have too much of a base colour, but literally just looks like glitter on the skin. So if you don't like a glittery highlighter, you won't like this highlighter at all, but I love it. And I basically pop this all over my skin. Perfect. So next I'm going to pop on a little bit of highlighter. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette, and I'm just going to use the highlighting shade from here. And this palette smells so nice. I'm just going to pop this on the tops of the cheek, a little bit on my nose. Perfect. I'm also going to take a little bit of the orangey shade, put on the end of my nose. So for skin, that's basically all I do. I don't really contour because I'm too lazy. I think with the blush, I feel like it's enough contour for me. So the lipstick I'm going to be using is the Black Moon lipstick, and I think the name is Sanguis. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this all over my lips. So it doesn't have to be too perfect, because what we're going to do is we're going to blend it out. As long as we've got like the lips covered, that should be fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take an angled brush like this. So this is usually used for like eyebrows, but what I like to do with it is I like to use it to blend out my lipstick. So I'm just going to use the taper part at the end and just start to blend the colour out. So just taking it nice and slowly. Brilliant. So I just think it gives a nice soft effect for wearing a red lipstick, so it's not too over dramatic. And I'm just going to tidy it up with a little bit of leftover foundation. So now I'm just going to pop on some eyelashes and I think we are done. So I just popped on some lashes just to finish off the look. I personally hate putting lashes on myself, but I definitely think that it works well and looks cute. So I hope you all enjoy this look and hopefully you'll see me again soon. Bye!